Imagine a place where people go to find God. A place built on faith, hope, and purity. But what if that very place becomes the home of something unspeakably evil? You walk into an old church, surrounded by silence so deep it almost feels alive. Dim candles flickering like they're struggling to stay lit, and ancient crosses hanging on the walls, watching you, and suddenly, you feel it, that strange, heavy sensation. Like someone is staring directly at you from the darkness. You turn around, your heart pounding, but there's no one there, no footsteps, no sound, nothing. And yet, deep down, you know the truth. You were never alone. This is the story of the nun. A horror tale that doesn't just scare you in the moment. It stays inside your mind, crawling into your thoughts long after it's over. In the 1970s, deep within the isolated forests of Romania, hidden far away from civilization, stands an ancient abbey. A place forgotten by time. The air around it feels different, heavier, almost cursed. The locals avoid it, refusing to even speak its name. They believe something dark lives there, something that should never have existed in this world. And then, one day, something happens that confirms their worst fears. A nun, a woman devoted entirely to God, mysteriously takes her own life. No explanation. No warning, just death. And this raises one terrifying question. Why would someone who dedicated her life to faith and purity choose such a dark end? The Vatican cannot ignore this. Something about the situation feels wrong, unnatural, so they send Father Burke, a priest known for handling unusual and dangerous cases, a man who carries his own scars from the past, memories he cannot escape. Alongside him is Sister Irene, a young trainee who has experienced strange and disturbing visions since she was a child. She doesn't fully understand them, but deep down, she knows they mean something. Together, they are sent to uncover the truth behind the nun's death, unaware that they are about to step into something far beyond their understanding. As they arrive at the abbey, the first thing they notice is the silence, not a peaceful silence, but a suffocating one. The air turns colder with every step they take closer to the building. The trees around it seem lifeless, their branches twisted like they're reaching out for something. And the abbey itself stands tall, dark, and unwelcoming, like it doesn't want them there. Before they even step inside, they meet a local man named Frenchie. He is the one who discovered the nun's body. His eyes tell a story of fear, the kind that doesn't fade with time. He warns them, tells them that this place is not normal, that something is deeply wrong here. But despite his warning, they proceed. The moment they step inside, everything changes. The atmosphere becomes even heavier, almost suffocating. The halls are long and empty, yet every footstep echoes as if someone else is walking with them. Strange clues begin to appear almost immediately. Crosses hang upside down on the walls, something no holy place would ever allow. Doors creak open and slam shut on their own. Without any wind, soft whispers seem to travel through the corridors. But whenever they try to follow the sound, it disappears, and then there are the footsteps. Slow, deliberate, always just behind them. But when they turn around, there's nothing there. Sister Irene begins to experience her visions again. Stronger than ever before, she sees a nun, standing still, staring directly into her eyes. The gaze is cold, empty, inhuman, and every time Irene blinks, the figure vanishes, but it always comes back, watching, waiting, as if it's trying to tell her something, or maybe warn her. As night falls, the abbey reveals its true nature. The darkness inside feels alive. Father Burke begins to see things from his past, things he thought he had buried forever, mistakes, regrets, guilt. They manifest in horrifying ways, forcing him to relive moments he wishes he could forget. Sister Irene, on the other hand, begins to lose her sense of reality. The line between what is real and what is not starts to blur. And then comes one of the most terrifying moments. Irene stands in front of a mirror, trying to calm herself, but as she looks into her reflection, she notices something behind her, a figure, a nun, standing silently, Just a few feet away, Irene slowly turns around, her breath shaking. But there is nothing there, no one. The space is empty, confused and terrified. She looks back into the mirror. And the figure is still there, watching her. This is when they realize. They are not dealing with something human, this is something else. Something ancient. Something evil. A demon, known as Valak. As they dig deeper into the history of the Abbey, they uncover a horrifying truth. This place was never meant to be holy. It was built centuries ago by a duke who was obsessed with dark magic. He performed rituals, dangerous rituals, trying to connect with forces beyond this world, and eventually, he succeeded. He opened a gateway, a portal, connecting this world to something far darker, and through that gateway, something came through. Valak. The church discovered what had happened and acted quickly. Using sacred power, they managed to seal the portal, trapping the evil within. For years, the Abbey remained quiet, contained, but during World War II, a bombing damaged the structure, breaking the seal, and with that, the evil was released once again. Now, Burke and Irene understand the truth. The Abbey is not just a building. It is a gateway, and if it is not sealed again, the evil inside will spread far beyond its walls. They realize they have no choice. They must stop it, no matter the cost. They descend into the underground chamber, the heart of the Abbey, the place where it all began. The air is thick, the walls are damp. Water begins to rise around them as if the place itself is trying to drown them. Every second counts, and in the darkness, Valak waits. The presence of the demon is overwhelming. It appears, disappears, attacks from the shadows. It plays with their minds, creating illusions, making them question everything. Fear takes hold. But they cannot stop now. In this moment of desperation, Irene discovers something hidden, a sacred relic, the blood of Christ, a powerful force, the only thing capable of stopping the demon. But using it means facing Valak directly as the demon attacks, revealing its true terrifying form. Irene gathers every ounce of courage she has. Her hands shake, her heart races, but she knows what must be done, and in one final moment, she throws the sacred blood at Valak. The demon screams, a sound so horrifying it feels like it tears through reality itself. Its form begins to burn, to break apart, and slowly, it disappears. Silence. Everything stops. The air becomes still again. The darkness fades, and for a moment, it feels like it's over, like they've won. Like the nightmare has finally ended, but the real horror is just beginning. As they leave the Abbey, believing they have defeated the evil, something feels off, subtle, but wrong. And then, the truth reveals itself. A strange mark appears on Frenchie's neck, a symbol, a sign, and in that moment, everything becomes clear. Valak is not gone. It never was. It didn't lose, it escaped. The demon has found a new host. The battle they thought they had won was only the beginning. Because evil doesn't die. It doesn't disappear. It waits. It hides. It finds new ways to survive. And when the time is right, it comes back stronger, smarter, more dangerous, and with that, the story leaves us with a chilling truth. Sometimes, defeating evil is not the hardest part. The hardest part is realizing that it was never truly gone. It was always there, watching, waiting, just wearing a different face.